So, Dr. Vincent, tell us a little bit more, what does it mean for a company to be carbon neutral?
Right, any fantastic question. So carbon neutral basically means a company try to remove as much carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. It is equivalent, the same as what they emit. So they try to start by reporting it, knowing exactly how much is their carbon emission, and then they create carbon removal projects or actions or projects that are connected to another party, and eventually reach a neutral point where the emission is the same as removal.
Okay, so basically you emit this much, you reduce this much, so that's carbon neutral.
Absolutely.
Which brings up another question. What is the difference between carbon neutrality and net zero?
That's another fantastic question. So many people ask me, oh, is it the same as neutral? Carbon neutral sounds like net zero, but actually it's almost the same, except that net zero is slightly more strict, slightly more difficult to achieve. So just now I kind of mentioned company report and then they reduce, but they are allowed to buy offsets. That means they are allowed to buy carbon credits and get the neutrality achieved. But net zero doesn't prohibit this, but discourage. The net zero is very focused on the company trying to remove and reduce carbon emission by themselves. And offset is used as a last resort.
Got it. So then, how do you measure carbon neutrality and how do you verify it?
That was a fantastic question. So currently we have a few standards like PA 2060 from British Standards Institute.
Okay.
Recently, I found that the ISO 14068 is very much updated, verified, and widely used. So I strongly recommend 14068. And let me just also go back to some companies trying to use 14068. Actually, if you look at scope 1, 2, 3, like what Jenny, you have done an interview, right? So scope 1, 2, 3, scope 3 is the most difficult. If you say you want to be carbon neutral and then you have to control your customer, your upstream, downstream, you have to look at everything, you will never be able to get to neutrality within a short period of time. So there are a few ways. We still encourage scope 1, 2, 3, but there are a few ways. One of them is that you focus on yourself first. So you focus on scope 1 first. So if your scope 1 is able to be neutral, in 14068 report, we can state very clearly that it is scope 1 neutral, and you can move from that step. Otherwise, it's like you aim for this star and then you never reach the star and then you don't do anything. But even for the moon, you get the 3 years old. That's like, or the moon, or get the cloud also quite okay. So ultimately, I feel that companies should take the first step.
Okay.
Use carbon 14064 and engage a consultant, maybe like Eco Sustainability Group, focus on carbon neutrality, 14068, and then from there, over time, reach net zero.
Okay, so basically use ISO 14064 to measure carbon accountings, and using 14068 you do carbon measurement and
solution. Yes.